Good afternoon. I'm applying to this job, casual entertainment usher at Marina Bay Sands. Here's a brief introduction about myself. I first come across this job at the career fair on the 9th March where I met Mr. Aziz. Yes, I wrote down his name when I first met him and he corrected me on the spelling of his name, Aziz. I discussed much with him and his colleague, the spectacle tall guy, I forgot his name, where I shared my impression of the job. So, um, if I were to summarize what the job is about, I would categorize it in two words: safety and fairness. Safety is pretty obvious. Well, you have to make sure that for this job, you're not just ushering for the theater, right? You can also be part of the special events to which there will be a large crowd. So I think one of the main concerns is that the place does not get too crowded. And if I were to think further, there will be VIP guests, and then I have to take that into account as well. So in terms of crowd, you have to take into the factor when it gets too crowded, how many exits are there, or whether there are enough exits or not. Then in terms of the VIP guests, well, that one is a bit different. I think for VIP guests, I'm referring to VIP guests who are attending the MICE event. So everyone has to be screened through before they get into the event. I'm talking about the foreign dignitaries. So for that, you have to limit the number of exit entrances to just one so that everyone can be screened through and no one slips through the security. Um, so I will compare that to the Itaewon class incident because um, the people who are supposed to be looking over the event of the place should be the police or the authorities. And why it happened is because there were two entrances from the north and south of Itaewon, and the only exit is towards the right side, to which it was in the middle. And a lot of people were coming in, and there isn't enough flow to flow the people off the exit. So there were reports that were already made to the police, but the police didn't step in until it was too late. So yes, so that's for the crowd issue. So I guess that's what I have to take into account when doing the job. Okay, all right, fairness. So we want to make sure that everyone feels that they are being treated fairly when they are at the event. So um i- to make things simple, everyone is assigned to their own seat and we cannot let other people take advantage if of for others of the other seat if they aren't paying a more expensive higher fee for it. So if I were to compare it, it would be the local Taylor Swift concert to which the VIP guests they were seated down the closest to the to Swift, and they were overrun by the standing viewers because the barricade fell down, to which Taylor's local security had to step in. So that's going to be a problem because it's only a once in a lifetime event, right? For some of the people, Taylor is a huge deal for them, and for it to be ruined by the standing viewers, it's just not good. So I think from my perspective on this job, the ushers would be the first people on the ground to react before it escalate. But hopefully it does not escalate to which you have to call in the security. Um It reminds me of my other interview in the other department. Is in the food and beverage where I mentioned that um for the people that for the people staying at MBS is a special occasion to them, and to us it's just any other day. It's nothing special, and that is what not everyone understands. Is that for us it may be a regular day, but for them it's a special day because they book at this restaurant. They book months in advance. And then I was sharing this story of how it remind me that they book in advance for this restaurant, and then it's ruined by some tiny flaw, like the forks aren't cleaned properly. To which, because the one of the worker complained why they have to clean the fork, all the fork so well done. Okay, so um if I were to go back to the job itself, I think yes, you really have to make sure that everything is done well, safety and fairness. Because for the event, right, for some, well, for many people, it's a special occasion to them. So fairness is of the utmost importance. So as I compare the events, I hope whoever's viewing this video, hopefully Aziz is one of them. He remember this quote. To understand the future, you need to understand the present. To understand the present, you need to understand the past.